Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique War Game Touring. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a battle report. What battle reports? When you buy your models, you build your models, you paint your models, the next step is to have a game, and this is what this is. Now, there hasn't been a game on the channel for a couple of weeks now. I think just with work stuff and everything else. We've played a few games but they haven't been recorded. But this I'm using Chaos Space Marines today. New Codex, everything's ready. I'm going to do the Warhammer Siege Host. Mark's bringing Chaos Knights because he wants to test some of those. He wants to test a list out for a tournament. So I'm going to bring you down and show you my army. But for all my regulars here, guys, I've heard love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so the Warhammer Siege Host. Each time an enemy ranged attack targets a heritage starter unit from your army, excluding damned units, which I'll go through in a second. If the strength characteristic of that attack is greater than my toughness of my unit, then he's -1 to wound me, which is actually brilliant. One of my heroes has this Iron Artifice. Gives him anti-vehicle 4+ and anti-fortification 4+. That means when I'm rolling to wound, if it's a vehicle or a fortification, it's only going to need 4+ to wound, regardless of what the toughness is. Okay, he has that item, my Chaos Lord. He also has a Demon Hammer, which gives him devastating wounds. So he'll have devastating wounds on a 4+ against vehicles and fortifications, which is fantastic. He's leading a unit of Chosen. Now they don't have marks anymore. Well, they do, but not in this detachment, unfortunately. So these Chosen guys here are in the Land Raider. I have a unit of Felgor Ravagers that were painted up Monday on the channel. You want to see that full painting video, scroll back down and after this video, scroll down and have a good look at them. They're going into strategic reserves because they can come on from turn 1, 2 or 3, whatever, and they count the turn as a turn higher. So from my turn 2, they can come on in enemy deployment zone. So that is that's going to be a good thing for me. I've got 10 cultists with stick objectives. The main aim is just to walk up and take objectives and then walk away from them. Not that it matters because the mission rule is stick objectives anyway. I have a sorcerer leading a unit of Chosen. Each other Rhino. I have Venom Crawler. I love these models. I have 2 Hell Brutes. Okay, 2 Hell Brutes. They're still unchanged. They have still the 6-inch aura that gives both lethal hits and sustained hits when you do Dark Pact. I have the Predator Annihilator, a Warpsmith. I have Vashtor. I have 2 Full Twins. Never leave home without these guys or the Hell Brutes. So, now some people say, why have you got Vashtor? Why are you not taking the Demon Forge? Because I don't really use... I think Vashtor's actually seen the table more times than Baden has, to be honest with you, but I think he's actually brilliant with his +1 strength to these guys and to the vehicles. Anyway, here's the table set up. We're doing the Search and Destroy. This is probably going to be the last game of Leviathan. These are all Leviathan mission packs and everything else. This is probably the last game of it, so that's mad. Sweep and Clear, which gives you sticky objectives, and Take and Hold. 5 victory points for objective market control, up to 15 a turn. Very simple. My missions I've taken is Bring It Down. I'm playing Chaos Knights. It'd be rude not to destroy monsters and vehicles, and behind enemy lines. Now I'll get 2 points for if I have 1 unit behind in his deployment zone, and I'll get 4 points a turn if I have 2 or more units. So obviously my turn 2, these guys are going to turn up. So that's 2 points straight away. If I can get one of the Rhinos or something else over and just tuck them into his deployment zone, because this is the deployment zone, so it's not, it's very, very handy. then I'll, should start racking some points up. But this is against Mark. He will be bouncing on me very quickly, I'd imagine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for him to turn up. We'll set up a deployment and everything else, and then we'll go for it. Now, my plan of action, because some of you like when I talk through a plan of action, what I'm going to do, I'm thinking of Rhino with the guys in it over this sort of side to come forward. Yeah. Or the guys can jump out and go through the building. Something like that. Land Raider, I'm going to try to hide over this side because this blocks line of sight unless you're on it. So it shields, try and shield them from destroying it. Venom Crawler, I don't know, probably one of the sides here to go forward. He has Nurglings in his list. So I'm thinking, if the Nurglings are put in a position to annoy me, if he can kill them, he'll get +1 attack on his weapons. He kills another unit, +1 attack on his weapons. And that could be quite tasty. The Hellbrutes I'm going to try and have either side going forward to try and give me a big 6-inch buff aura area, just to give them all lethal hits and sustained hits on their Dark Pact. Predator, somewhere at the back here. He gets to reroll damage rolls of 1 when working damage out for vehicles and monsters, so that could be quite good. These guys will be somewhere around with the Warpsmith in tow and Vashtor nearby, because Vashtor gives demon engines, I think, within 6 inches of him, +1 strength on their weapons. So that's pretty cool. That's my plan. But this is Mark I'm playing against, so we'll see what happens.
I have a Knight Rampager, which it's the combat focused big Knight. I have a Knight Despoiler with a Despoiler Gatling Cannon and a Despoiler Battle Cannon. It's also got the Rune Spear Rocket Pod. Then I have 3 Brigands, the green ones, in the Nurgly colours. They're the shooty ones. And then I have 4 Carnivores, which are the fighty ones, which are the Corn colours and the Slanesh colours. And then 2 squads of Nurglings just in front.
Mark rolled first turn, so
eventually.
We're going to. It would have been great to catch that on camera for time, huh?
Yeah.
We keep rolling to see who gets first turn, and we keep rolling the same dice roll. 3 games in a row, we've done it multiple times. Anyway, so Mark's going to do his movements, and then come back and we'll see what happens. So, Mark came forward with everything. Trapping in my deployment zone again. This guy rolled a 5 on an advance, because he can advance and
once per game.
So now it's going to go into Mark's devastating onslaught. I overwatched with this guy here. Failed his Dark Pact, and he hazarded himself as well, so suffered 5 wounds for his troubles for nothing. Anyway, going to Mark's shooting phase, and then I better start getting ready to lift models.
Yep.
Okay, so Mark's shooting phase. Very, very good. Rhino got destroyed, and of course it blew up and caused damage here. He took a couple of pings. Warpsmith took some pings. Cultist destroyed. Vashtor took a couple of hits. And the Marines that jumped out the Rhino and the Sorcerer, gone. Cool. So on to charging now.
Okay. I'll just come around and do some measuring, and then we'll see what's feasible. So the ability for the Carnivores is they reroll charges. Okay,
very nice.
Yeah. So the Rampager.
Which one's this?
This big guy here.
The big guy.
Into the Forge Friend. This is an 8. So that's an 11. So he's well in.
He loves it.
How many wounds is that guy left on?
5.
Cool. Cool. He's going to go into Vashtor and the Warpsmith.
Okay.
Gives me an 8. Gets him in. He's going to go into here. 5, yeah. And he's going to go into here. And a 7. Grand. Everyone's there. Great success. Okay.
Not really for me.
No. Okay.
And this is not what I did not want. I did not want to be swamped in my own deployment with Chaos Knights.
Okay. So, I wish I had saved my CP for tank shock earlier on. Because...
Yeah, you could have just smashed them with that and condemned.
Well, I would have smashed... I could have smashed through that and into the stuff on the far side. But I didn't do that, so I'm stuck with it. How many wounds? He has 5 left, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
And you can't interrupt.
No.
So 3s. So he hits on 2s. You have a 5 up and vulnerable, don't you?
I'll check that in a sec. We're going to go into combat now and just come back and let you know what things Mark did smash. Right, so after that combat phase, this guy destroyed the Forge Fiend as expected, piled into this guy. The other guy that came in here smashed the Warpsmith, and Vastor finished him off. These guys killed the Venom Crawler with ease. Now it's my turn 1. So my very glorious movement phase, Hellbrute moved over. The Land Raider moved up. I spun it around because the Spoonson keeps catching on the terrain. And they just jumped out ready to charge in. So I'm going to go to a shooting phase and come back and show you what's going on. Okay, so shooting. Took this guy down to how many wounds?
He's on 7 wounds now.
Okay, and we destroyed the big boy at the back there. Now into charging. These guys are going to charge into him.
Yeah.
He's going to charge into him.
Yeah.
That's it. Cool. Right, so into the combat phase there. Took him down to 1 wound. As I said to Mike, if I didn't use the reroll earlier on in the shooting phase, I could have... Anyway, he destroyed the Predator. They destroyed their target as expected. Onto Mark's movement. And then we'll come back and show you what's going on. Right, so Mark's movement, they'll come forward. Nogolin's getting ready to screen or to charge in or do some sort of shenanigans. You guys will come forward. As with mission rules, sticky, sticky, sticky.
Oh, sorry, movement.
First wave was pushed back. Well, sort of almost pushed back. Second wave's back to just smash through now. Right, so Mark's shooting phase. Peppered these 2 guys. He has 2 wounds left. He has 4 wounds left. Killed the Chosen. And that's it. Now Mark's going to do his charge moves. I think.
I just have 1 charge.
Okay.
This guy is going to dual charge these guys.
What, the Hellbrute and Mr. Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a 6. Just inside a 7. To a reroll. Reroll.
I saved him.
So he can go over models because he's
towering.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm now moving him back, but cool. Right, I'm going to play my favourite strat.
Tank shot.
Tank shock. Carnivore, strongest weapon.
Right, so at the end of that combat, Mr. Man come in, killed the hero with tank shock, smashed into Hellbrute, destroyed the Hellbrute. Hellbrute exploded, finished the guy off over here, caused 1 wound on everyone in the air in the vicinity. And then he consolidated into the Land Raider, and the Land Raider did absolutely nothing, giving him a little tickle. So, onto my turn 2. I'm going to do my movement and come back and show you what's going on. Right, so my glorious movement phase. Vastor flew over here. The Felgor Ravagers come in over there to start scoring me some points. Now it's onto my shooting phase. Right, so my shooting phase, I played a stratagem that gave, on this guy, they gave his weapons pistol ability, except for the blast one. So the Havoc Launcher shot the Noglins, everything else shot him and took him down to 5 wounds. He shot Mr. Man, took him down some wounds. Vastor did my wound as well. Now it's onto my charge phase. Vastor's going to charge into this guy here. The Forge Fiend. Should the Forge Fiends charge in? Oh, dearie me. Yeah, the Forge Fiend is going to charge him.
Yeah.
So, end of that turn, Vashtov failed to take him down. Forge Fiend smashed in, whiffed, didn't he? Yep. He just tickled him back and he's gone. I think this is going to be wrapping up time.
So he has to do a test. He passes. He'll be able to pull out. Okay, cool. Let me just do a little bit of moving. I think that's the end of it. 2 attacks. Both hit. Neither wound. All of the chain cannon attacks going into Vashtor.
From this guy?
Yeah.
The 2 there. There's the
2's hit.
Oh, 2's hit, okay.
5.
Oh my goodness me. AP?
Lots. Yeah. 5 at AP 1, sorry.
So, freeze. Oh my goodness me.
2
Damage?
through.
Damage?
1 each. So he's on a single wound.
Yeah, Vashtor's into 1 wound.
Him into Vashtor, and then he's going to put his chain cannon into these.
Yeah.
Hits Vashtor. Wounds Vashtor once. That's fine. I've seen the vulnerable save.
Yep.
Chain cannon into them. Yeah, that's fine. 2s. 3 2s.
Yeah, because
AP1.
they're damned, so they don't get the thingy.
Yeah, AP1. He's gonna put his chain cannon up. Yeah, just about. Okay, so melt it into the Land Raider, and then the chain cannon into them. Chain cannon, 2s. 2s. That's that squad dead.
Yeah.
Melta. Hits. Wounds once.
That's a wound.
D6. 2 damage.
So he's up to 5. He said taking 5 damage now.
Okay. He's on single. Vashtor's on a single wound.
Yeah, single wound.
Grand. So he's going to shoot. He can't shoot his blast weapon in there, so he's going to shoot his.
Did you not say you was going to pull him back?
I did, but I didn't.
Okay.
I will. Yeah, because I can't. I can't fall back and charge with him. I can only reroll charges.
Okay.
So, and blast weapon, D6 blast weapon is there, and then the chain cannon into here.
Okay.
So the D6, 2d6 plus 3 is 11. And then 6. 3s into Vashtor.
2 2s there. That's still going to be enough to kill him.
Strength
Drops
4.
one.
Sorry, strength 10.
Toughness 10.
So 4s. 3. 3.
AP.
-1 for this battle for the battle cannon.
So freeze.
Dead.
Dead.
Cool.
Does he explode? No. Into the Land Raider.
This is Land Raider. 3s. Oh no, 4s because it's in combat.
It's a 3.
And 6s. Two.
AP.
It should be 2, but it's down to 1 because of cover. So 3s.
So 1 goes through.
So 2 damage.
So he's taken 7 wounds now.
Yeah. And then Vashtor is dead.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the only thing that's left on the table for me.
Yeah. So I'm going to charge him in there.
Tank shock.
And do a tank shock to try to chip some more wounds. So he was strength 8. which isn't more than your toughness.
With toughness 12.
5s. Yeah, so that's 2 more wounds off of him. And then ongoing combat, so you'll fight me here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can get to fight with him first, but it won't do anything, so it's 4 attacks. No. I have 1 wound, AP 1, but it's AP none. But yeah, grand.
So I dark pacted, failed. I'm up to taking 11 wounds on that now, and I've gone for lethal hits. My dark pact. I need actually 5s to hit now because I've degraded.
Yep.
Oh, nothing. What a skew whiffy roll. He's tired.
Carnivore now, 3s and 4s. So 2, AP 3.
No.
D6 plus 2, dead.
Does he explode? No.
Cool.
That's the game.
Yeah.
Very good. I tell you what I needed more in this army of. More anti-vehicle stuff with death wounds.
Yeah, I know, like, the -1 to hit, -1 to wound is strong, but the army rule that you picked, or the detachment rule, is it's more for like an Iron Warriors list, where you're bringing like loads of Vindicators and stuff, and you're trying to keep things alive for longer. Where like if you're bringing Vashtor, you're nearly better off running the
Demon Forge one. Yeah,
Forge.
I was thinking that. But
when I saw Vashtor and a shitload of demon engines, I was like, oh, he's going to run that. Then I saw the list you picked. I was like, let's see how it works.
Yeah, I think it was okay.
It's good. Like, I would definitely run the Sorcerers given -1 to hit.
Yeah.
Stacking with -1 to wound is fucking crazy strong.
Yeah.
I really like, if anything stacked that modifies your opponent's wound rolls or hit rolls is always good. Like I brought the double big knights for this just to try to like see how it went. Like it's not the stronger version of this list. Like I'm planning on bringing this to a tournament soon. Is all war dogs. Like just 13 war dogs.
No big boys at all.
No big boys. Like you see how hard the war dogs are to get through and kill.
Yeah.
Like you're lucky to kill 2 a turn. So like you just start like chewing through shit, and like the brigands are all 12 wounds each. They hit on 2s. Their shooting is like incredibly powerful. Like those chain cannons are really strong as well. It's the strongest build, and as well as that, with the new rules that are coming in, all the brigands have battle line.
Oh, that's good.
So it's a full battle line. We're basically an army where everyone is battle line.
And 2 brigands count as 1 slot, right?
What?
2 brigands, they're not a unit, but they count as 1 slot, or is it?
No, there's just 1 unit on their own. You can take 6 battle line units each.
Yeah.
You can take 6 of each battle line unit.
Oh, the brigands and then the war dogs. Okay, sorry, I was getting confused there.
The war dogs are brigands. Brigands count as war dogs. But because you can take 6 of each type of battle line unit, and then there's a character war dog as well, called a stalker that you can put in. Oh. That gives you a +1 to wound if it's something on its own. I'm missing one of those.
Like I say, so that's what happens. Straight on me the first turn. I knew that was. And when he got the first turn, I knew that was going to happen. I was like, damn. Now, if I would have got the first turn, I would have done the sort of same thing, but pushed on him. Oh, no, I think Land Raider actually did fantastic. the last model on the table. I think Vastor done pretty well, but he's pretty good anyway. Normal troop types, I don't know. I don't think they really had a chance to get off the bat and get going. I would probably run this attachment again, but maybe switch the army up a little bit. I did like 2 of the stratagems that I played. One of them is point blank destruction. It's in my shooting phase. And I picked one of my units that's in engagement range of an enemy unit. And for the end of that phase, my unit gets, excluding blast weapons, they get pistol on all their weapons, on their shooting weapons. So I played it on the Land Raider. So apart from the Havoc launcher, which fired at Nurglings and done some damage to them, the lad's cannon's got pistols. So what that does is stop me being -1 to hit because we're in combat. So you know that was a nice one that I enjoyed playing that. It was nice. And the other one was Persistent Assailants. It's in the fight phase, and I select one of my units that hasn't fought yet, but they're in engagement with an enemy. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in the unit makes an attack, you can re-roll the hit roll. And if your unit's below half strength, you get to re-roll the wound roll as well. I played that on Vashtor over with the 2 carnivore things over there. Yeah, it didn't work, but in that situation there, if Vashtor was on more than 3 wounds, I would have Dark Pact and then just, you know, try to steam into him. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I quite enjoy playing that detachment. And the -1 to wound roll actually very, very well. Actually came in very handy. The game would have probably been finished a lot sooner had that not come in, because a lot of times Mark would have needed 3s to wound, but because of that rule, it's 4s to wound, and he rolled the dice and it was 3s. You know, so that's actually quite tasty. I don't imagine that being very well against certain armies. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some armies there that can pump out a lot of you know, heavy firepower. You Drukhari, the Dark Lances, the Eldari, the Bright Lances. You know, I mean, Wraithloft with two Bright Lances. Yeah, Falcon Grav tanks. You got your Guardian squads. You got your Calabite warriors. I think one squad of those can have I think one member of the squad of those can have Dark Lance. You got your Scourges. You got your Venom, your Venoms. You got your, you know, there's so many different things that they can have. You know, I don't know. I'd like to probably play this detachment again against different armies, see how it plans out. I would probably change a few bits on the list here. Yeah, I would probably drop Vashtor, I think. Drop him and maybe get 2 units of cultists in there, and maybe a few other bits and pieces just to cultists to try and screen and be, I don't know, something like that. But no, I enjoyed it. It's a good game. I didn't make him sweat this time. Normally there's moments where he starts and he has to really focus on what's going on. But no, it's a good game. I enjoyed it. So guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so I don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video to more people. Makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. Any comments or anything, guys, chuck them below as always. I will have my day. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy.